きた。
うん。
Yesterday, my skin was dead, and I needed you to help me take a nap. I yelled your name at the sky, but the rain started falling to reply. But the rain started. I was too lazy to brush my teeth. But there's messes like you that cliff is just a little rock, but it looks a little higher from the top.